Are you kidding me?
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're exploring quests in video games that were easy for most players to miss.
I'm sorry, cuz, but I don't think you've got what it takes. What a shame.
Number 10. A Family's Escape. Ghost of Tsushima. As you work to free Tsushima from the grip of the Mongols, you'll find plenty of citizens in need of aid. But this quest involves following the trail of characters you not only cannot help, but never meet. You'll find a letter at a survivors camp near Ariake Lighthouse in Act 1. Written for someone named Toku, it leads you to several other locations as this unseen NPC's family searches for safe passage off the island. The remaining 3 letters are fairly well hidden, so it's likely many players ended up missing them. The trail leads you in the direction of the Sibling Rocks, where you can find a ton of supplies. But the final letter leaves Toku and their family's ultimate fate a mystery. Number 9. Reunited with Griff. Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic.
I've been thinking about Lena and what she said about Griff. You know, how he was always blaming other people for his problems? There might be something to what she said.
One of the many companions you can travel with in KOTOR is Mission Vow, a Twi'lek who grew up alone after her brother abandoned her. You can complete a quest to have her reunite with her sibling Griff, but there are several ways to completely miss it. You have to have learned about Griff by speaking with Mission. And if you don't have her in your party at a certain point in the story, you'll never encounter Lena, Griff's ex, who tells you he's on Tatooine. Additionally, if you go to Tatooine first and head to the Sand People Enclave where he's meant to be, he'll be absent and lost forever. This took a bit too much foresight for most players.
I want to thank you for helping me with Griff. You did everything you could for my brother, more than most people would have.
Number 8. The Secret People, the Outer Worlds.
Don't know how much longer I can cover for him either. Give me those pills, will you?
Here you go. You know, you might consider a real night's sleep instead.
Yeah, we'd say that's a pretty accurate title for a list like this. Obsidian packed the Outer Worlds with quests, but the Secret People is easy to miss, especially on a first playthrough. Players gain it by talking to Velma Ballard, a completely inconspicuous worker NPC at Sultana Warehouse. She tells you one worker hasn't been showing up recently, prompting you to track him down. You'll eventually find his remains in a house of cannibals, sorry to say, next to a pretty awesome sword that lets you swing it continuously rather than use the standard combo. Considering the Outer Worlds is a fairly big game, and that Velma practically blends into the background, you might have missed it.
That he's got his load on and I'm stuck covering his shift? That's... wow. I sure feel like an ass now.
Number 7. Knuckles' Scavenger Hunt. The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. After Link meets Tingle in The Wind Waker, the odd map maker gives him the Tingle Tuner. This item lets you access a secret shop, but only if you have a Game Boy Advance and a link cable. However, that's not all it does. You later find out about Knuckle, Tingle's brother he had a falling out with. By visiting Outset Island and using the Tingle Tuner specifically by the docks, you'll receive a scavenger hunt quest from Knuckle. After going to several spots on the map, Knuckle will then appear on Tingle Island. Not only did this quest take external sources, but you're never told where to go to start it. Number 6. Flesh for Sale. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
Fear got you puckered.
Say that again, and before the sun sets, eels will be eating your eyes.
It's downright tragic to hear about a hidden quest after it becomes locked. In The Witcher 3, you'll find the Flesh for Sale quest in Trondheim of the Skellige region. The quest can take a number of turns depending on how you approach the village and how you interact with the pirates holding it. But in the end, Geralt frees a group of innocents from being sold into slavery. However, when you first gain access to Skellige, you'll be under the recommended level. Flesh for Sale also becomes locked if you proceed too far in another quest elsewhere, which is a lower level than this one. This would have been easily missed by any cautionary player.
You're free. Go west. You'll reach a village.
Thank you, Witcher.
Number 5. Summoning Karstag. The Elder Scrolls V: Skyrim. The open-world action RPG is a great genre for missable quests. Skyrim features more than its fair share. Added through DLC, Summoning Karstag is an unmarked quest, meaning it won't show up on your map. Instead, inside the glacial cave in Solstheim, you can find the skull of the titular frost giant, a boss from the third game. You then have to take it to the Castle Karstag ruins, locate his throne, and place it there to summon his ghost, who proceeds to beat the crap out of you. But if you win, you can summon Karstag to fight alongside you, though only up to 3 times as he's just too powerful. It's iconic now, but was a fascinating discovery back in the day. Number 4. Jar Bairn, Elden Ring.
Hello, Cos. What are you doing here? I didn't think anyone knew about this place. Except us Jars.
Elden Ring has many NPC quest lines whose paths are anything but obvious. Jar Bairn can be found in Jarburg, a village consisting of pottery-based NPCs. While he's easy to find, his quest isn't. That's because you must have advanced through the quest lines for 2 other NPCs, Alexander and Dialos. Not only that, but you'll have to revisit or reload Jarburg several times to access new dialogue before Jar Bairn finally tells you about a group of poachers he's worried about. Although the village will seem safe, returning again will reveal most of its citizens destroyed. After reloading to get through all of Jar Bairn's dialogue, you then must finish Alexander's quest, give Jar Bairn the fallen hero's innards, and reload once again to get the companion Jar Talisman before you're finally done. Number 3. Searching for Cheryl, Fallout 3. Bethesda sure does love an unmarked quest. In L'Enfant South of Fallout 3, players can find a grave with a note inside that details a group search for a woman named Cheryl. Like the Ghost of Tsushima quest, this note leads you to several locations. It's just that they're further spread out and more well hidden. While players likely visited these places through another quest line, these logs are very easy to pass over. They eventually lead you to discover that Manny, the party's leader and Cheryl's brother, never found his sister. After a fight with some powerful enemies, you can find his body, which offers a bit of loot as a reward. Number 2. Emils Determination, Nier Automata.
Wow, you've sure gotten strong. I doubt you'll be needing my help anymore.
Completing everything in Nier Automata is a daunting task. One of its 26 endings can only be unlocked in the middle of a fight at the end of a very lengthy quest. First, you'll have to complete the Emils Memories quest. This ends in a very tough fight against the shopkeep and can only happen after your first playthrough. This is also the only way to get the Emil head weapons, and you have to upgrade every weapon in the game to level 4 in order to unlock Emils Determination. After the myriad of upgrades, you'll face Emil again and only unlock ending Y if you allow him to self-destruct. But since that doesn't complete the quest, you'll have to fight him twice. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Nero Family, Final Fantasy IX. Final Fantasy is a treasure trove of missable quests, items, and characters, but few hold a legacy like the Nero family. Towards the end of Final Fantasy IX, Zidane can find Bonero and Zanero at the Tantalus hideout. The brothers will talk about missing people, but there's absolutely nothing to tell you this is the beginning of a secret quest. In order to cause their missing family to appear, players will need to start the final dungeon, Memoria, and return to the hideout after a major event or battle. There are 8 missing Nero members, so you'll have to do this a lot to earn a Protect Ring. Most of us never found this, as the only mention of it was in a Japanese-only guide. What gaming quest took you a long time to hear about? Let us know down in the comments.
No more cons, no more scams, no more schemes. That's all I ask.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.